Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this very first edition of Good Morning, New Hampshire. We will be doing this Good Morning, New Hampshire broadcast only on the weekends right now, and we'll see how it does, and then we might move it to every day right here on the Riley King Network. So let's begin with Good Morning, New Hampshire. First up, possible Democrat presidential candidates meeting voters in New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Mike Cronin.
Take command of your lawn care needs with a Kubota Commander zero-turn mower and get commercial results for a residential price. Maneuver through landscapes with outstanding performance, comfort, and ease. You can sharing conversation and coffee at the brand new Bookery Manchester. Ohio Congressman Tim Ryan is delivering the commencement address this weekend at his alma mater, University of New Hampshire School of Law. But first, the potential 2020 presidential candidate met with young Democrats.
We've got a lot of challenges in the government, from the economics to health to public health to the environment and climate change. And one of the things we have to do is get people engaged.
This week, the Senate voted to restore net neutrality rules, requiring internet providers to treat all websites and apps the same. Ryan says overturning the FCC's decision is necessary.
We have got to keep the internet open. You shouldn't be able to buy your way into the internet. It needs to be seen as more of a utility.
Right off the plane, Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley is back in the Granite State, trying to drive Democrats to victory in the midterm elections.
It's possible to take about 3 Senate seats and have the Democrats be in charge, a few more than 20 seats, and be in charge of the House, an important congressional race, an important governor's race.
Merkley opposed Gina Haspel, who was confirmed by his colleagues to be the next CIA director.
She has a very deep history in dark sites, secret prisons, and the use of torture.
All possible White House bids starting now with these one-on-one conversations.
We're certainly excited to have all these national folks coming to the state, talking about the future of our party.
Now, this weekend, Senator Merkley will speak to Rockingham County Democrats in Exeter, and Congressman Ryan will speak at that graduation, as well as a Democrat spaghetti dinner in Keene. Live in the studio, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Someone is stealing large, heavy statues from Massachusetts towns. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Pain slowing you down? I'm Dr. Jake Drew, an orthopedic surgeon at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Learn about the advances in joint replacement surgery and find out why younger people are now having the procedure at wcvb.com/health.
Outside Jack and Sam's Consignment Gallery here in Fitchburg set 2 Greek statues, both roughly 7 feet tall, each weighing about 350 pounds. They were stolen Thursday morning between 2:40 and 2:50 a.m.
It was definitely something planned. You don't just show up to a business and not know that they have something of that nature anchored down.
You can see and feel right where the thieves cut through the metal anchors. Those statues valued well over $1,200 apiece. This surveillance video, Samantha believes, shows one of the vehicles and one of the suspects involved getting away. All this has her feeling hurt, frustrated, and confused.
Things here, they go great, and then all of a sudden, you're on cloud 9 because people are responding great, and we have great relationships
And
and
you just
rapport.
opened.
And we just opened March 30th, and then they lasted up until Thursday morning.
15 minutes away in Lancaster. Once again, sometime in the wee hours of Thursday morning, Diana Mango and her husband Jason Hytalis in this Italica statue, which is 5 feet 6 inches or so tall, weighing over 800 pounds, valued at over $1,000, was also stolen.
I've never felt vulnerable, and it's now a reflection on Lancaster. I love this town. I love my neighbors who are all good here.
So they have to walk up, open up this gate, get to the pedestal, take an 800-plus pound statue over 5 feet tall, lift it up, drag it out, and somehow get it onto a vehicle and drive away.
It wasn't something like two teenagers said, let's grab that. You know, I think it was an antique dealer, someone who supplies an antique dealer with a luxury item like this.
In Lancaster, Duke Castiglione, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Governor LePage orders flags to half staff following Texas school shooting. In response to the deadly shooting at a Texas high school Friday morning, Governor Paul LePage has ordered all American and state of Maine flags to be flown at half staff until Tuesday. Governor LePage said in a statement, Ann and I are tremendously saddened by the shooting at the Santa Fe High School in Texas. We send our deepest condolences to the students, teachers, and families who have been affected by this tragedy. 10 people, including 9 students and 1 teacher, were killed when a gunman opened fire inside Santa Fe High School, located about 30 miles south of Houston. The alleged shooter, Dimitris Pagrazi, a 17-year-old student at the school, was arrested. He is being held without bond on capital murder charges. President Donald Trump also issued a proclamation today directing flags to fly at half staff nationwide. Teachers aid among 10 dead in Texas high school shooting. A teacher's aide has been identified as one of the 10 deceased victims of the Texas high school shooting. And now let's take a look at your weather for today in New Hampshire from meteorologist Josh Judge.
Notice L2501 HST packs powerful performance into one easy-to-operate compact tractor. Designed for all-day operator comfort and easy use of implements, the L2501
Good Saturday. Thanks for joining me here on the web. I'm meteorologist Josh Judge with a look at your weekend forecast, which turns wet today and sort of a back-and-forth day on the way for Sunday. But today is the coolest day of the next 7, and then we'll be into fairly summer-like temperatures for much of the week ahead. There's a look at the rain. It's headed this way, and it takes its time in some areas. The farther north you are, the longer it takes to move into your region. And the rain, of course, moving from south to north. So southern New Hampshire will see that rain moving in first by late morning and early afternoon, and then it spreads northward through the day here. Let's take a look at it on Futurecast, and by the time we get to, as I mentioned, early afternoon to late morning in southern New Hampshire, most places beginning to see raindrops, but not everywhere. As you see, it's moving into very dry air, and that's what's slowing down the approach of it here. And the rain showers will be around at times. The rainiest time of the day will be mid to late afternoon and into this evening for most parts of New Hampshire. Some downpours possible. And then overnight, some spot showers, some drizzle at times, and then gradual turnaround on Sunday. However, as a front rolls through on Sunday, notice several pop-up showers and downpours and even some thunderstorms will be around at times. And so we'll take a look there at that line, the final line here, beginning to move through during the middle of the day. And then by the time we get to about mid to late afternoon, that line is through and will increase the sunshine in the afternoon for Sunday. All the while, temperatures much warmer than what we see on Saturday. For today, we see the temperatures only in the 50s, but Sunday, tomorrow, those temperatures will be in the 70s to perhaps near 80 in a few spots. And Monday, lots of sunshine and temperatures up near 80 degrees as well. And sun and clouds on Tuesday with a spot shower. So the high temperatures for today, warmest in northern New Hampshire because this rain takes longest to get to you and the sun is out the longest. The rest of the state is mostly in the 50s, mid to upper 50s in most of the state. For tonight, it only falls to the lower to mid 50s because of the cloud cover and the warm air mass pushing in. That warm air mass reaches us for tomorrow, 75 to 80 in most locations, although you get into central New Hampshire, it's mid 70s to low 70s and upper 60s to near 70 in the North Country. And even though you see those thunder clouds there and thunderstorms, there'll also be some times of sunshine breaking through and some times where it's just cloudy. So the extended forecast goes like this. Sun to rain for your Saturday today, temperatures in the 50s, the low 60s in northern New Hampshire. And Sunday, a mixture of sun and clouds, so at least limited sunshine and some clouds, and some thunderstorms and downpours at times passing through as that front rolls through. And then that clears the way for a pretty decent week. Tuesday and Wednesday, yeah, there could be a spot shower here and there, but for the most part, the entire upcoming week looking dry and fairly warm, as you can tell also. That's it. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us here on the web.
Wow, 80 on Monday. I love it. Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with our second half of Good Morning New Hampshire. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, everyone. Quick commercial break.